What kind of capabilities do you feel have changed in terms of the capabilities required to win or to prosper today versus in history?
Well, there's much I like in your thesis because one of the things we stress in Power and Progress is that technological transitions, moments in which new technologies that are going to have applications in a variety of sectors in a variety of different ways, those transitional moments have a lot of choice, contingency, and require a lot of adaptation. This was so for the transition to agriculture and settled life from the world of hunter-gatherers and mobile societies. It was the same when from the early agricultural societies, there was a bigger transition to, big empires and states. It was the same when, post-Roman world got formed. It was definitely so when the commercial revolution happened and when the industrial revolution happened, when the second industrial revolution happened. All of these were great moments of adaptation, and the choices that were made during that period were critically important. And also the need to think of the general evolution of societies in a dynamic manner. That was one of the main themes of the narrow corridor, where we defined a balance between state and society, which I mentioned briefly a second ago, as a never-ending dynamic rat race type of thing. That's why we coined the same term as in Alice in Wonderland, the Red Queen effect, meaning that both states and society, groups within society that are disorganized, sometimes more organized, they have to continuously change in order to keep up with the changing circumstances and the power balance between them. So very much the same thing, and I think that's so obvious today when we are grappling with, for example, how we have to change our laws, regulations, and contain different powers that have emerged in the process in the age of generative AI.
Absolutely, and are the capabilities going to be that will be required different as well? So, obviously there's the policy piece, right, and the policy especially around choice of technologies and all of that. But are the capabilities changing, or are we ultimately still relying on human innovation and, as you mentioned, the power of ideas?
Yeah, I think those are common. I don't doubt that institutions, state capacity, human creativity, human adaptability are going to be keys in the 21st century as they were in the 20th or the 19th century. But if you look at more micro level, yes, obviously, the types of skills that were so important in the 20th century are going to become less important because generative AI can become a complement in terms of information acquisition, processing, retrieval for agents. It can play some of the same roles that informed agents who emerged as hubs in social networks used to play. The type of physical manual work coordinated with mental activity that has become less important already in the age of industrial robots, and that's part of the reason why skilled blue-collar work has become less valuable, or semi-skilled blue-collar work has become less valuable over the last 35 years. So there will be transitions in terms of what sorts of skills are valued in the labor market, but I remain completely convinced on the basis of my broader understanding of history as well as the technology of artificial intelligence, that human creativity and human flexibility ought to remain central. That doesn't mean that it will, because there is a hype right now about how machines are better than humans and they can inadvisably and incorrectly sideline humans to the detriment of society and business organizations in general.